Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey Raw Truth, hey J Lu. I have my tail here because he's a scary cat. He can't go to the other room. He can't go to the other room because he's a scary cat. And he's scared of the dark all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but he's definitely a scary cat now. So he can't let me be for a little while. But it is what it is. It is what it is. How you ladies doing tonight? Right, you're a scary cat?
Yeah.
You're a scary cat? You're a scaredy cat?
Yeah.
Why you a scaredy cat?
I'm scared cat.
Why you a scary cat? What you scared of? Huh?
I hide.
What you scared of?
Because I'm scared of the dark.
You scared of the dark?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. What a little wimpy wimp. You hear this? He's a little wimpy wimp, guys. So pardon if I interrupted at any time, but as my channel name is, a mom of three, so of course I'm always gonna have somebody around me. Hey, mommy money getter. Hey, tender tea. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad you guys are here with me tonight because we're diving into a part two kind of a topic that affects all of us who use the internet, the psychology of trolls and exposing behaviors. This is in general. This is not pertaining to anybody specific, but if the shoe fits, wear it is what I'm gonna say. So anything I say is based on my opinion and my opinion only. So yeah. So why people bully online?
Mommy,
What?
you want to make the cake today?
No. What the keyboard warrior mentality really is, and the darker side of being a content creator. You hear him, guys? He's trying to throw me off my healthy eating, asking me if I want to make a cake. But please, as always, please hit that like button. Please engage. Please subscribe if you haven't. And of course, please share. Yeah. If you would like to donate to my channel, my Cash App is on the screen. But thank you for being here, most importantly. I want to start with a question. Have you ever excuse me, have you ever been trolled, bullied, or insulted online? Drop a quick yes or no in the chat, or just share one word about how it made you feel. I made my bunless burgers today for dinner. I put some onions, jalapenos, and some
It's the delicious juice ever.
yeah, and some cheese in it. And then I had a side salad. Thank
Yay!
Jackson. Thanks, Raw. I appreciate you. So you guys, do you know anybody that's been trolled, bullied, or insulted, or have you yourself? I think we've all have come across that somewhat, but many of us not as bad as others. Stop! I told you people live downstairs.
I'm stopping.
So tonight is gonna be part education, Jackson, part community,
To be quiet.
part community discussion. We'll break down the research, look at talk about some things that's been going on
What is going on?
and how we can protect ourselves and our mental health. And trust me, you'll see that trolls are not just random people. There's actual psychology behind what they do, you know? So let's start with kind of the basics, like what is trolling. I think most of us know what a troll is. A troll is someone who deliberately, on purpose, posts comments, images, or videos online with the purpose of upsetting people, disrupting conversations, or creating chaos. We all know a few people that have definitely been doing that recently, but I've also shared in the last live stories that it has affected in in different communities and even with children, and the consequences of the cyberbullying and the trolling ha- have led to dangerous acts. Hey, break room. How are you, love?
Give me kiss.
I missed you today.
I'm glad to see you.
Say hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, mommy.
Say welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. What's your name?
All right.
What's your name?
I agree, Raw. Raw says, I feel as if you can't really let anything that people on the internet say or do or affect you at all. That's definitely right. MMG says we have to monitor our children use of cell phones. We definitely do. Now in New York, they actually, well, at home too, but they have also in school in New York. They just started this year that when they go into the school takes it. I don't know how good that is because then if an emergency, how are they gonna call? How are they gonna call us parents? How are they gonna call the authorities if they don't have their phone on them, which that is kind of scary because what about if they're like barricaded in a room and there's no phone in the room, you know but they did start that this year, that any child with a cell phone has to leave it either at home or as soon as they come in they take the cell phones from them. But yes, us as parents or aunts, uncles, anybody that's close to the kids, yeah, we do definitely have to monitor the cell phone and especially their social media. Hey Vet, hey Jamaica, hey Sonia. Thanks for being here, guys. Please hit that like button. I'll greatly appreciate it. And of course, I love to see you ladies here. But yeah, so a troll is someone who deliberately posts comments, images, and videos online. We definitely have been definitely seeing that, more lately than ever. It seems that sometimes it seems like it's gonna die down, but then boom, back at it for 40 days and 40 nights. Um, yeah, but this can lead to dangerous incidents, whether it's among our community as adults, but it also happens among children too. Teens, younger. I can't even say teens only because I have read where incidents have happened due to bullying to children as young as 8 years old. You know, they don't know how to deal with their emotions, but us as adults, we definitely have to learn how to deal with our emotions. And also, like I've been saying on and on, we choose to do what we do on this internet. We choose to go to people's pages and channels and, watch their live streams, watch their videos. We all have a choice that if we don't like somebody, to not go over there. And I wish a lot of us would just, choose the right thing, especially if, all right, Jackson, especially if you don't have tough skin and you don't like what that person says, and then to start stalking them, but not only them, but their family members, you know, that's not cool. And, you know, and if you don't have anything to lose, that is on you, you know. And if you don't have anything to lose, maybe you should find something that makes life worthwhile, that'll make you not want to do what you're doing. Hey, Ryan. Hey, T.
101.
My tail is next to me, so you're gonna hear him. Sorry for that, and sorry for that. Hey, Rashida. Hey, Lady E. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Please hit that like button, y'all. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. But yes,
Let's do
thank you for
101.
being here.
Mommy, I need
So
to do
if you've
101. I'm not the 101.
oh, cool. So you could let me know if you've ever been trolled or if you ever been bullied or just insulted in general or online, of course, because that's what we're talking about today. Um, you could put yes, no, or you could even share a little something about the incident. Let us know. And what did you do to stop it, or is it ongoing? But yeah. So they post all these things about people, upsetting people. They come in your chats, disrupting the conversations and creating chaos. It's not always the same.
I'm gonna go build 110.
All right. It's not always the same as bullying. Sometimes it's about provoking people. Sometimes it's entertainment, but most of the time it's basically cruelty. MMG says it's easy to ignore trolls, but I'm an adult. It's probably difficult for kids to ignore. Definitely. But it does get to a point that it's hard for adults to ignore as well, especially if the trolls are coming to your channel, leaving comments under your videos or in your chat if they're tagging you, you know. That gets hard to ignore, especially if it's daily. But, you know,
I do what number one.
but, it should be
I like
easy,
that.
but sometimes it's not.
What?
Hey, Miss Dee Dee, welcome in, sis. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Yeah, so there are a few different types of trolls. So the provocateur um says shocking things to start fights. The mocking troll uses sarcasm and humor to put people down. The targeted troll, which picks one person and repeatedly attacks them, or um, you know, picks a few people or a group and attacks them repeatedly. And yeah, oh, the swarm troll is the one that is a group of people piling it on, often in coordinating ways, you know? So that's just the mentality of these online trolls and keyboard warriors, shall we say, you know? Hey Mel, how are you? Thanks for being here. I miss you. Hey Glenn, thanks everybody for being here. Please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, MMG. It is engagement, but if you're having like a serious conversation and they come with their nonsense, it is a disruption. But yeah, it definitely is engagement, but sometimes it's unwanted engagement. At a certain point, you need to take care of your mental health and screw them. Sure. I easily block these people. A lot of people don't see me in chats because I have them blocked, and that kind of helps me out a lot. They target a lot of people, especially mods, because they see them in people's chats that they don't like. And because if you laugh or something like that, then they start targeting you. And so I learned that I actually to just block everybody that is negative, and then they won't even see my damn comments and they can't harass me. They don't have a reason to harass me if I just want to laugh at something. That's actually hilarious. Uh, hey Alan, how are you? Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Yes, Mel, I miss you. I'm glad you caught alive. I really appreciate it. I do have a game night schedule for tomorrow, so I'd like to see all of you guys there tomorrow at 7. Yeah, let's have some fun and have a game night. Yeah, so we'll do that, but hmm. So Jamaica says earlier in the saga, I was posted on a community wall, and my family that was close to the one doing the post wanted to strike out. That's why I stopped commenting on a lot of stuff. Wow. That's really sad that a person has to choose to not engage in one of their favorite content creators chats because they're scared, or not scared, but they don't want their family targeted, because not everybody's scared. They just want to be left alone and be in peace and be able to enjoy their favorite content creator with no repercussions. And I definitely understand that. Ross says I block because nobody is gonna disrupt my peace at all. I hear that, and that's exactly what I be doing. A lot of them, but I do actually have a few more people that I haven't blocked. because they were never a problem, but recently, they've been becoming a problem. So I rather just stop it from now. So I definitely do have to block a few more people. Sorry, guys. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Let me check it out. Thanks, Tiff. I see Tiff and I see T. I see Cadillac. Sonia, I don't see anything. I only see these two right now.
I feel whatever I want.
And I do have my notifications on, so I get them on my phone right away, the notifications. Hey Yolanda, how are you? Yeah, I didn't see anything from Sonia. I just see from Tiff and I see from Cadillac. And thank you so much. Thank you, Yolanda. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I'm sorry that I'm have to yell over over Jackson, but that's what moms do, right? When they can be left alone. Uh, but anyway, yeah, Cadillac. We are dealing with specific things, but I also want to talk in general because our community is not the only community dealing with this. There's many communities on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, even Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. There's so many people going through it, and like I keep seeing, it happens to our young ones as well, you know? But yes, them folks are not worth any more time from us unless it's important and unless it's in the courtroom. But you're right. You are definitely right. Let's talk about the keyboard mentality. Why do people feel so bold behind a screen? This comes from something psychologists call the online disinhibition, disinhibition effect. I read these things. I'm good when I'm reading them, and then all of a sudden, when I come online to read it, I can't say the words. But yeah. Hey Janice. Hey Tanya. Hey Vanessa. Thanks for the support, guys. I thank you for being here. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Um, what was I saying? All right, yeah. So when people are anonymous, but more recently, people are not anonymous, especially in our community. We know a lot of people by their government names, but there are still people that are anonymous towards us that we don't know, you know. So when people are anonymous, distant, or hidden behind their usernames, they lose empathy, they lose sympathy. They forget that there's a real person on the other side of the screen. They type things they'd never say to someone's face. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad that there's a lot of us that deal with this daily. There's a lot of it that our children deal with daily. That's why it is, like MMG has said earlier, it is important to make sure that we're checking our kids' phones and also their social media, because they might be being bullied and we don't have not one clue about it. And they could be dealing with emotions they don't know how to handle. So it's very important to check our children's social medias and phones and texts, because we want to be aware if something's happening so we could nip it in the bud from when it starts. Don't let it accumulate. Don't let them be emotionally scarred by it. And of course, we don't want anything devastating to happen to them. But us as adults as well. You know, things going on online. You know, I do worry because although no, we're not scared of these people, but the scariest person is somebody that doesn't have anything to lose or feel that they don't have anything to lose or just do not care about their life. You know, they'll do anything and they won't care. So I just don't want anything to happen to anybody that's close to us, you know. So Mel says, cool. So Mel says because people can choose to be who they want to be behind the keyboard instead of being their authentic selves. Some people not comfortable in their own shoes.
Yeah, and that's 99.
That is correct. You are correct and right.
Mommy, and one more is we. It's 100.
I'm glad you're doing well, Glenn.
It's 100.
Yes, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And Glenn says file police reports and press charges. Yes, that's right. Because, like I said, thank you, Sonia. I got it. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. I love you guys. Thank you. Glenn, do you know what are some of the consequences of cyberbullying when it comes to the law? Can you you know, I'm sure you know. So can you type it in the chat and let us know the consequences that it may have? I know it can change from state to state, but you know, I think more recently they do take cyberbullying very serious. Am I right?
That 111. I make number 11. And one more is E, and one more is 11.
Thanks, Jazzy. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, and I have been enjoying your videos. I support all of you guys, and anytime you drop videos, I'm always there watching, liking. I try to comment, but if I don't comment, I was definitely there, and I definitely hit the thumbs up for you guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Very good. Very good. Sit down.
100, 200, 300, 400. 500.
So, yeah, like I said, it really depends on the states and the severity of the bullying, Jackson. But kids are usually zero tolerance on social media bullying. Jackson. Cadillac says mine are grown. I have them on Life 360 at all times, so I know where they are, and I know where they are at if I can't reach them. Plus, I trace their phones. Real mothers keep close eyes on our babies, no matter how old they are. You're right. That's right. Yeah, and that Life 360 is good to have. Excuse me, is good to have. You know, some of these kids, they freaking check through their phone and they see, you know, and they delete it, which they don't know how, you know, what kind of danger that could put them in for deleting it when we don't want to literally just see their every.
It's me number 10.
All right. We don't want to see their every move. We just want to, you know, we just worry about them.
10.
So really, kids, elderly, and vulnerable adults are usually zero tolerance. Yeah, my right. Your baby is 41, and he's still your baby. He's always gonna be your baby. But yeah, I'm glad. None of my kids so far have dealt with that. You know, and the only time that has happened to me is recently. Not recently, but like a few months or to a year ago. So not really recent, but you know how it goes, and you know who it is already. But you know, I don't let it get to me. Like I said, I block everybody. I don't care. Block, 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 block. I'll block anything. You tag me in something, don't tag me in anything, because I'm blocking you if it's negative. The other day somebody tagged me in something because they were mad about my other video about cyberbullying. They tagged me in something, but when I noticed 7 minutes later that they tagged me in something, when I went to go check it, it was already deleted. But if you have notifications to your phone, you can read the entire message. So I was able to read it, but I was able to also go to that channel. And what did I do? Block. Like, you're not going to tag me anymore. You know? I'm sorry. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Did I miss somebody coming in? Lacandace. Hey, Lacandace. Hey, Truth. Thanks for being here. I love to see all my sisters in the chat. I love it. Please hit that thumbs up for me. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, you know. But this is an important topic because, like I said, it does happen. It happens everywhere within adults, within social media, our children. So yes, like a lot of us have said, be aware, check your kids out, check their phones. And yes, if you can download that Life 360 app, do so. Let's, make sure that our children are easily tracked because, things happen and we want to know what's going on. You know, I know a lot of the kids nowadays, they like to be to themselves and private, but we need to know if something's happening to our children so we can be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lacandas, for the gift. I really appreciate you.
Mommy, give me kiss. Give me kiss.
Jack, every time you guys see me online, this boy is asking me for a kiss, right? He's so loving.
I love you.
I love you too. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy.
I love you so much. Heart.
I love you so much.
I love you.
You love me with all your heart. He's holding his heart, guys. Oh my God. He's pulling at my heartstrings right now. He's pulling at my heartstrings right now. All right. So let's talk about the psychology about why people troll. Moods and trigger studies show that when people are in a negative mood, like angry, sad, stressed, they are up to 89% more likely to troll somebody. And if there's something, if and here's something wild: if you walk into a comment section where trolling is already happening, your chance of trolling jumps by about 68%. In other words, trolling is contagious. Have you ever typed something online and then thought, I would have said that in person. I wouldn't have said that in person. Or are you the type to type something and hell yes you would type that. I mean that you would say that in person. Like hiding behind a screen is not you. But we have a lot of people that definitely do hide behind the screen. But lately it's been getting off screen, which, like I've been saying, is very dangerous. And you don't have the person, we don't have to be scared, but we do have to be aware. Because I know most of us aren't scared, but we definitely have to be aware because a lot of these crazy people, they learn you, they learn your partner, they learn your family, and then if they have that stalker mentality, you have to watch them because not if they go to your house, you could be in the Chick-fil-A or Subway or some shit like that in your car, and all of a sudden the person is behind you or something. That's the way it's making it seem now because this is getting worse and worse by the day you know
Daddy had lunch.
So it is dangerous. It's very dangerous, and a lot of these people are dangerous. But imagine when it comes to our children as well. These cyber bullies, most of the time they do know them in person. They know them from school, and then they find them on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. You know, and then they start bothering them there. It goes from school, from them not liking them in school, having an incident, or just being jealous in general. Maybe they're more popular, maybe they're dating the girl that they wanted, maybe they're dating the boy that they wanted, or maybe the boy or the girl just likes, the person that they don't like. Or all of a sudden now they don't like them. So, you know, things do happen. So we gotta watch out for them, and ourselves. So anybody, that goes through this, definitely have to keep your head on the swivel. Gotta, make sure that you're aware outside, uh, especially when they bringing it to the internet and they're showing how dangerous they can be. You have to always be ready. You have to be ready to rumble. But also their personality traits, the dark side. Trolls often show traits from what people call the dark side, sadism, enjoying causing pain. There's a lot of people that like to see people, scared, or just talking about them all the time. And that's what you know some people are psychopaths, let's be honest. They lack empathy, they're manipulative, they're strategic with their cruelty, they're narcissists, you know and most of the time they just need attention, and they need to feel that they're superior you know Yes, Glenn says stay ready, said that so you don't have to get ready. Facts. That is definitely that's definitely a facts, you know. So they say sadism and psychopathy are the strongest predictors of the trolls and the dark side of them. Many trolls actually admit that Jackson, lower that tablet, please. Lower that tablet. That they actually admit that they enjoy watching others suffer. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for being here. Drive safely. Love you. Miss you. Come back. If you can, come join our game night tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drive safely. So yeah, people like to see people suffer. People like to see people spiraling or just reacting to what they're doing. You know, their insecurity and fear of missing out. Others, just have low self esteem and they have high fear of missing out. It plays a big role. Some trolls act out online to feel powerful and noticed, or the humor and sarcasm. A lot of trolling is done under the disguise of humor, but it does mean, that they do have underlying issues.
Mommy,
You know,
be kid.
they have the aggressive humor, making jokes. Jackson, stop. Making jokes at someone's expense. Some trolls practice what's called catechism, which literally means the joy of laughing at others. You can see Glenn. Uh, you guys gotta see it. Stop. You guys have to see. All right, stop. You guys gotta check if you are blocked from one another. Vet. Um, Glenn Vet says she can't see you in anybody's chat. Yeah, so Vet says she can't see Glenn in any chat. I don't know. Stop it. All right, here. Play Minecraft. Shh. So yeah, you guys gotta check your block list. Maybe you gotta sign in into Google also and check your block list if you can't see it on your device. But yeah, it definitely is deep. People enjoy and laugh at others and what they make them go through. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Let me see. Her at is at vet9397. Maybe you could go to her channel and then click the three dots and see if you have her hidden by mistake. It's at vet9397. I know it happens sometimes when you're in the chats. But yeah, people have the go through the joy of laughing at others. Um so all trolls aren't the same. Some are sadistic, some are insecure, some are just in a bad mood, some are evil, some are just fat, some are just following the crowd. In 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 your opinion, what do trolls want the most? Do you think they want attention control, or they just enjoy the entertainment? What do you guys think? I think somebody just has it. I think one of you guys just have you one of the one or the other blocked, because I had somebody that couldn't see me for a long time, and when she went into her computer to check her block list, she found me and she was able to unblock me. Yeah, they want a reaction. Yep.
Number one.
They want control. They want to control what others say and do. Yep. They want up to appear to be winning. Definitely. Yep. That's all right. You know. Now let's turn the spotlight on the other side. What it's like for people who put themselves out there online. The truth is, the bigger your platform is, the bigger the target. Excuse me. Yeah. So creators often face
And he hurt
constant.
my eye. And he hurt my eye.
You'll be all right. You'll live. Okay.
It's okay. I love you.
I love you too. So constant insults and harassment, doxing, people exposing personal info, threats of violence, false rumors and smear campaigns, even swatting, where someone calls police to your house with fake emergency. Oh, I shouldn't have even said that. Giving people ideas because it's sad the lengths people go to. You know.
I love you so much.
So a real life example is someone named Anita Sarkinshaw, who made videos critiquing
It's
um, a particular subject in the media. She faced years of SA threats, unalive threats, and doxing. Stephen Flavel, known as Jorbs, spoke out about the mental toll of streaming on Twitch, with where creators face abuse almost daily. You know, a lot of people on social media, content creators all across the board, they deal with this kind of online harassment, especially if the person doesn't like what you have to say. They'll start stalking you. They'll start seeking out your personal information. They'll seek out your family members and your friends. They'll try to hit below the belt just because they know, like most people, that family, is really important, especially children. We don't play about our children, so they do try to get all the personal information they can get, to try to hit below the belt. Hey Tinkers, how are you, sis? Thanks for joining. I greatly appreciate you for being here. Hope everybody hit that like button. Yeah. So, I'm talking about the cyberbullying and the trolls, and just, why they do it. Kind of like the psychology of it, and, things that we should do to prevent it. It's okay, baby. Better late than never. But, you know, um, and not only in adults, but our children as well, it happens everywhere. So we definitely have to check our kids' social medias. But us as adults, we have to be strong and have tough skins, which a lot of us do have. So, but like I said before, it's kind of hard sometimes to ignore when people keep poking at you every single day, multiple times a day, when they're tagging you, when they're tagging your family members, when they're finding your personal information, when they're plastering it all over the internet, you know. But at the end of the day, eventually we do have to learn to ignore, because that's exactly what they want. They want us to, say something about it. They want us to react. Hey Key, how are you, sis? Thanks for joining.
Number two, he he back in the rectangle. He the rectangle. Circle, square, triangle,
Rectangle.
rectangle,
Rectangle.
rectangle.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, Tinker says, I always say consider the source. How can you argue with somebody
Square.
when we have
Circle. It's a circle. It's a circle.
how can you argue with somebody when we have recognized that they have mental issues?
8, 9, 10.
You're right about that. You're right about that. Sometimes it just gets so annoying that you can't help but react. But yeah, I've definitely learned how to ignore people. I don't even go in their chat. I don't even go in their comments. They could even post something about me, and I won't go in their comments because sometimes, believe me, I feel like cursing people out in their comments. But that's all we could do, curse them out in their comments. So what's that really doing for us? You know. But definitely. Hey, Lynn, did I say hi? I don't remember. But hey, Lynn, thanks for joining. Hope everybody's having a great Monday, having a great start to your week. I had a great day today. I did do my walking. Um, you know, so I greatly appreciate today and every day that I'm able to just go out and, you know, be active and enjoy the air. So I hope you guys having a good week. Hey girl dad, how are you? Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. He's a content creator, as you can see in his username. Watch it, Jackson.
Oops, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, Glenn. Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you, thank you. As you can see in Girl Dad's cooking up deliciousness, his name, he enjoys and does almost daily. He cooks up some deliciousness for him and his daughter. So if you guys like to see that positive content, you could go ahead and go subscribe to him because he's great in the kitchen, and yeah, he's always posting some delicious food. So thank you for being here. Please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Um, oh, thank you, Glenn. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I did heart you. I did heart you back. Thank you so much. Tinkers, it's on the screen right now. No problem, girl dad. We gotta support each other, especially if we're, you know, trying to be positive in this community. So, no problem anytime. You're a great dad cooking up some deliciousness, and that's rare. So, keep on doing your thing. I see you.
I built number block 12. I built number block
Hope
12.
you're having a good night at work, Glenn.
I built number
So,
block 12.
yeah. So it's not just about the words on a screen. These attacks can wreck people's lives and mental health. You know, um, if you've ever if you've ever thought about creating content, what's your biggest fear about putting yourself out there? Yeah, let's share that. I used to hide who I was until I couldn't any longer because of the biggest troll that we know. She put out my government and my picture, so I couldn't hide it no longer. But that didn't scare me. That just made me want to punch her in the face. You know what I'm saying? But this is the internet, so we can't do that. But I did let her know that she's messing with the wrong one. And that was that. And I never commented on any of her shit ever again. But, you know, um, because like I said, I'm not going to let somebody get to my mental. Like, screw you, you know? But yeah, that they'll throw a tomato at you, Glenn. Oh, Glenn, between not only your gardening but your traveling things, oh my God, you can definitely go far. People love to see gardening, especially if you're giving them tips, and stuff like that, because you definitely have that green thumb. But also, if you put out your travel content, all the beautiful places you go, and all the fun you have. You're a daredevil. If you show all that, you'll definitely go far because people do like that kind of stuff. You know, I'm one that I love to see that. And you also give them ideas of where to travel to next. Did you see the video of 25 suspects ransacking jewelry store in a $1 million heist? No. Oh my God, where did that happen? Hey Rashida, did I miss you? No.
Frida.
I'm not sure if I missed you, but hey, if I missed you, I'm sorry. Right? Her garden is so beautiful and she has the best green thumb. All her vegetables look nice and healthy and delicious. Shoot. I would want like a whole basket of things because I do use a lot of vegetables here. So I, I'll be knocking on her door every week to have some fresh vegetables in my meals. We like veggies over here. Thank you, Tinkers. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. But I'm not only for the gifts, but just for being here. You know, I love my sisters. I love our community that we have made. But yeah, so I won't let it get to me. People could say what they want to say. They could tag me in whatever they want to tag me in. They could comment whatever they want to comment, and I will never let them see the reaction that they want and expect. And I hope everybody will do the same. Eventually, I know things will die down because we're getting tired of them, and especially when the authorities get into it, people are gonna be made examples of, and they're gonna learn that they can bother everybody. That not everybody is gonna deal with that. And we don't have to. You know. So yeah. So what do we do about it? What do we do when people try to troll you when they don't stop? How do we protect ourselves and not let trolls win? When you block them, I don't think they're able to tag you anymore. But I'm not sure because I see break room and Ashley being tagged all the time. But I don't know if they have those people blocked, so I'm not sure. But yeah, and they don't tag me often. So the other day that they tagged me, it was a page. It was a fake page, so I hadn't had them blocked already. But as soon as they tagged me in that, but then they deleted it, they thought that I didn't see it. I went to that channel and I blocked them. So let's see. I'll see next time if they could tag me, but I'm not sure. But yeah, but I blockity block. Anybody you tagging me, I'm blocking you. So whatever. Yeah, but definitely just ignore them. Glenn says, just don't engage in the first place. They call my name sometimes and show my picture. I don't go to their pages. That's right. A lot of the times we only know things because other people bring it to us. I only knew that they tagged me because I get the notifications on my phone when somebody leaves comments or whatever on YouTube. So that's the only reason why I knew. But other than that, I would not have known. And I didn't see when the whale posted my picture and stuff. I didn't know until days later that she did that because I don't go to her page. and nobody brung it to me. I just happened to go check, you know, and I found myself on her damn in her damn community wall. But
Mommy,
whatever.
it's a square.
She
It's
gets
a
no clouts
square.
over here, you know.
Square is
But
square.
yes, I say ignore, 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 block them, hit that do not recommend, hit that whatever you have to do, just block them, hide them from your channel, you know, everything. Hey Shelly, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I hope you're doing well. I hope Nietzsche's doing well. But yeah, you know, that's the best thing to do is try to ignore them. But like I said, sometimes it does get hard. I understand that, especially when they're talking about you daily. Like it does get hard to ignore, you know. But enough is enough, and I do know that our people are finally really getting tired of it. And you know, now it's to the point that just got to do what we have to do on our end to prevent things and to stop things. You know. Yeah, it's definitely easier said than done. Tinker says she doesn't give a damn what they say about her. They don't know her. That's right. They don't know any of us really. They just see what we let them see online, you know? But yeah. But sometimes, like I was saying, sometimes it does come into reality because with our children, a lot of the bullying comes from people that they know in real life, you know, people in their school. So, you know, what do we do when it gets to that point that, you know, it's the children and, you know, they do know these people in person, you know? So not only are they bothering them in school, but then they go online to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now and start bothering them, you know? We could teach them to ignore them, but there's a lot of children that don't know how to deal with those emotions and, you know, and what he said she said is very important to children, you know? We don't really care as much, but the children they're easily bothered, manipulated, and yeah, it is so cruel, Miss Didi. Hey, Simply, how are you, sis? Thanks for joining. Just talking about some cyberbullying and trolling, and you know the effects it has on not only us as adults but our children as well.
Yeah, I went in some fields yesterday.
You know, Shelly says, for the people in the back, do you hear that? No, let me stop. Tinker said I learned to laugh at myself, so when people tried to talk about me, I would laugh so their jokes didn't hit the same. That's true. That's true. That is definitely true. Ooh, Simply, that sounds good. She says, I'm good, just finished making some shrimp stuffed peppers. Mmm, that sounds delicious. I want some. No, that does sound delicious, though. Stuffed shrimp. Stuffed shrimp peppers. Shrimp stuffed peppers. Mmm, that sounds really, really good. And healthy. That sounds good and healthy. But yeah, so what do we do about it? How do we protect ourselves and our children and not let these trolls win? Um, One way is don't feed the troll. Many trolls just want a reaction. Sometimes silence is the strongest response, right? Use tools and boundaries. Block them, mute them, filter your comments, and don't be afraid to turn off the comments if needed. Oh, that's right. That especially if you're a content creator, sometimes you got to turn off the comments. But if that's the way you're making a living and you want that check, we can't stop the comments because that is engagement is important, you know. But yeah, so protect your peace first, set the community norms, make it clear on your channel that respectful disagreement is welcome, but abuse is not.
I fell.
Yeah, you threw yourself. That's why you fell.
Yeah.
Why you threw yourself? Go get me a water, please. Go get me a water. Thank you. So also tailor your response. Not all trolls are the same. Some ignore you, some you ignore, some you block, and sometimes you call out the behavior if it's damaging others. Sometimes you let them have it once and then just, keep it moving, block them. Like MMG says, she does take it as engagement, but of course, if they say something nasty, we gotta not only report it, but we gotta block them too, hide them from our channels so they don't bother us any longer. Close the door.
Yes.
You know.
Thursday.
And also as supporters, you guys can just easily just block them. Block them, block them, block them, so you don't have to see them. So you don't have to see the negative stuff they have to say. Whether it's to the content creator you're supporting or to you. And definitely, what do I always say? Just don't go to their channel looking for anything because you might find it, you know? So yeah. So, and don't underestimate the mental health, that it can the mental health that it could toll, on you. Talk to supportive friends, consider therapy if you really cannot deal with it. If you don't want to, you want to be able to handle your emotions. And also, of course, taking a break. Sometimes breaks are needed. Sometimes you need to take a break from the internet, from social media, from the screens, and remember your worth is not defined by comments online. You're stronger than that. These people are just miserable. You know what I'm saying? Miserable. And they must not have anything going on in their real life that they even consider to troll you or your children, you know? So, what would be your go-to strategy when somebody trolls or bullies you online, or bullies or trolls your children? What you think would be your go-to strategy? I would definitely teach my children to just ignore them the best they can, and but if it does get to where it's starting to be dangerous, of course we will have to bring it not only to the school, the principal, the dean, the guidance counselor, so they're aware, but to the person's parents if it's a child, and if it's adult, sometimes you do have to bring it to the authorities and just do what you have to do. Whether it's criminal charges or civil charges, you have to show these people that you're not one to be played with, you know. And if they wanna, and then sometimes they start calling you. You must be scared, or you're a punk, or you're a police, person. I'll be all of that. Say what you want to say. You ain't getting to me. I'm gonna do what I have to do for my peace and for my children's peace and for my family. Because nowadays it's not only your kids and yourself. They'll go digging your freaking mother, your father, your aunt, your uncles, your grandmas, you know. And when it comes to kids do have most of the some. most of the time kids do have siblings in the same school, so not only do you have to worry about that child, you have to worry about the sibling as well, because you don't want anything to happen to the sibling either, or for it to affect the sibling. So yeah, so we definitely need to learn how to, be strategic when it comes to these trolls and bullies. um so yeah, guys, anybody here have any stories about trolling? Maybe you've been a troll before, or people that've been trolled, any children that've been trolled. What's your story? you know this is a safe place, so you can feel comfortable with saying whatever. you know Jackson, you're just jumping all over the place.
I'm not jumping anymore.
You're not jumping anymore, but you just jumped.
Mommy, give me kiss.
Mwah.
I love you.
I love you.
I have a heart for you.
You got a heart for me?
Yes.
Aw, you're so nice. He's so nice. He's so nice. He said he got a heart for me. Ah, you're so cute. You're so cute. But anyway, I guess most people haven't deal with this, because we do learn how to ignore people. So I hope all our people learn how to ignore these miserable, evil, diabolical, unhinged, unhealthy, people that need some mental health. You know, we definitely have to ignore, and us as supporters definitely have to ignore and not go looking for anything, because most of the time that we go looking, we are going to find it. So yeah, so we're definitely going to keep being resilient. We're definitely going to keep ignoring,
Mommy, I go to sleep.
and we're going to keep
Mommy,
being better.
I make number
you know
one.
we're not going to stoop to their levels. So tonight we learned that trolls are more than just random mean people. You know, there is a psychology in it. Some people are just miserable. Some people lack empathy. Some people are narcissists. Some are psychopaths. Some are bored. Some are just miserable with their life. You know, sometimes it's about power. Sometimes it's about insecurity. Sometimes they're just in a bad mood. But here's the key: we are not powerless, you know, and we have to show them that we're stronger than them, and we will not give them the reaction that they're looking for, you know, as creators, as community members, as supporters. We can protect ourselves, we can support each other, which we definitely have been doing in our community. We're there for each other, we're each other's safe space, we're building a space that we feel safe, and we uplift each other, and we're going to continue to do so. Almost 3 years and counting, and most of us have been here since the beginning together, some within the last year and a half, but you know we're always going to be here to be each other's safe space and to uplift. So I thank you guys for being there, being here. I definitely know that if I needed to talk to somebody, I definitely have more than a handful of you ladies that I can reach out to, you know, and talk. So, and I love that for us. I love it, you know. Um, so thank you guys for being a part of this live. If this resonated with you, or if you think that this was a great subject, that you think that this was great awareness, please hit the like button, share this video with someone who needs it. And of course, if you haven't, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next conversation. I felt that part two was needed to talk about a little bit more because I really want to put it out there that we're better, and we should definitely be learning to ignore people. We're better than that. A lot of you guys have some great careers and you have something to lose. These miserable beings do not have anything to lose. So, of course, they're going to do things to put themselves in danger. Of course, they're going to do things to put themselves behind bars, to have fines, whatever it is. Of course, they're going to do that because they do not have anything to lose. We have a lot to lose. We have people that love us. We have, a lot of you ladies have great careers that, you're definitely not going to put on the line for any of these online trolls, you know. But I do want everybody to stay safe, be aware, especially if you're one of the ones that people are trying to intimidate. Keep your head on a swivel. Thank you, Simply Sunshine. I greatly appreciate that. Yes, please catch the replay. This is about cyberbullying and it's very important. So people definitely need to know about this. So, yes, thank you so much. And I'll definitely catch you in these YouTube streets.
Mommy.
Thanks for your support.
3 is angry.
3 is angry?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes. So, very, very important. So, of course, if you like to donate, my Cash App is there. I also have a coffee link. It's in my bio. Um, yeah, but I will drop it really quick just in case. And yeah, so yeah, please hit that like button, share this video, subscribe if you haven't. Next time I'm gonna see what we're gonna be talking about next time. You know, my channel is mostly about me. My fitness journey, being a mom, but also, since I'm a moderator in a lot of these YouTube channels, this subject itself is very near and dear, especially recently. So I wanted to talk about it. Tomorrow I do have a game night going on. So if you like trivia, please come join us tomorrow to have a little fun, and play some trivia with us. My last game night, it was Friday and it was fun. So I decided to bring it back tomorrow. So yeah, let's have some fun away from the negative crap going on. But yeah, so please know that you are important. You are, better than a lot of people, you know. And yeah, until then, stay safe, stay you, stay kind, stay unbothered. And remember, you are more than the trolls, that we face on a daily basis, you know, and the people we support are better than them too, you know. So thank you again. Thank you to everybody that sent me cash apps. I really, really appreciate it, more than you know. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Raw Truth, for our Kahoot game. And I hope to see everybody else there. So good night, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Say bye, Jax. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Say good night.
Good night.
Alrighty, guys.